Hey Jessica, it's Mr. Joseph again, just making another video for you to help you through area and circumference of circles. Unfortunately, I'm starting off with the first page because, of course, as you know, we lost that packet of worksheets. So we got to start back at square one, and yes, you do need to redo all the work that you lost. So, this first page, on the back of it is area. So area, we know, equals pi, which is 3.14 times the radius squared. So, we'll write it out again. A equals, what number is pi? We know it's 3.14, so let's put in 3.14 for where pi was. Next, we have r. R is the radius. Our radius in this problem is 12.2. And then, of course, we square it. So, all we need to do is 3.14 times 12.2 squared. So 12.2 squared gives us 148.84. Multiply that by 3.14, and we have 467.3. And then we of course want to label it with miles squared. Alright, let's do one more. Number 2. First thing, write out your formula. A equals pi r squared. Easy. Next, let's substitute 3.14 in for pi. And our radius. And our radius in this problem is 8.1, right down here. So 8.1. And then we'll square that. And then let's multiply them together. So we have 3.14 times 8.1 squared. So we will get just a second, just gotta calculate this. Alright, 65.61 is 8.1 squared, then times it by 3.14. And we have 206 meters squared. Alright, let's do one more and then you're on your own. Number 3, we have A equals pi times r squared. So pi is 3.14 times our radius, which is 12.4. We're squaring that. Alright, so what we do first is we square 12.4. So 12.4 times 12.4. So 12.4 times 12.4 equals 153.76. Then we're multiplying that by 3.14, which is pi. Alright, and we get 482.8. All I need is one decimal spot. I don't need a whole bunch. And my label is miles squared. That's how you do these. All you have to do is plug in the numbers, use a calculator, and you're done. Alright, let's move down to the next page here. Alright. Alright, on the second page here, the big difference is that instead of giving you the radius, that's the part that only goes halfway across, like this, what I'm drawing right now in the first one, that's the radius. When it goes all the way across, like this, in the red here, the red is what we call the diameter. We can't use the diameter to find area. We need it to only be in radius form. So in order to get that, all we have to do is cut the radius in half. Cut the diameter in half. So in order to do that, all we have to do is divide it by 2. So, top paper, I want you to write this. Diameter divided by 2 equals radius. So let's do number one. Our diameter is 4. our radius is 2. Number 12, our diameter is 20, our radius is 10. All I'm doing is cutting it in half. Number 13, our diameter is 16. 16 divided by 2 gives us 8. Number 14, our diameter is 12.2, which means our radius is 6.1. Okay. Number 15, our diameter is 6, our radius is 3. And number 16, our diameter is 24. 24 divided by 2 gives us a radius of 12. You have to do the same thing for all of those. It's very easy. Then it's exactly like the last problem. All you have to do is write out our formula again. A equals pi times radius squared. And let's plug in the numbers. Pi is 3.14. Our radius, in this case, it's not 4. Our radius is 2. Gotta make sure you use the right number. So we're putting in 2 squared. Alright, so we have 3.14 times 2 squared. So 3.14 times 2 squared, we get 12.5, and that's kilometers squared. That's it. Next one, let's try this one over here, number 12. Again, we'll write out our formula. A equals pi times r squared. Then let's plug in 3.14 for pi. And our radius is not 20. Nope, it is 10. 10 squared. Alright, and we get a total of 314. And our label for this is inches squared. That's all you have to do for these. Each one you're going to set up exactly the same. Plug in the radius. Be sure that you don't put in the diameter. Make sure that's the radius. Alright, we're on the third page now, and you'll notice there's one difference. You need to find the circumference for these. Alright, once you write down this formula, circumference equals pi times d. The d stands for diameter. That's the part that goes all the way across. If you look at every single problem on this page, that's the diameter that they give you. So it's really easy. All you have to do is C equals pi, which is 3.14, times the diameter. Our diameter goes all the way across. It's 15.6. So we have 3.14 times 15.6, and our circumference is 48.9, and then inches. When we label for circumference, you just label the unit. You do not put squared. Okay? Squared is only with area. Alright, let's do number 22 here. Again, our formula is circumference equals pi times diameter, or d. So let's plug in our number for pi, 3.14. Multiply it by the diameter, which in this case is 22. So 3.14 times 22. And we get 69 and centimeters. And that's it. I'll do one more and then we're moving on to the back page. Again, we have circumference equals pi times d. Pi is 3.14. D is our diameter. Our diameter is 4. So 3.14 times 4. We get 12.56. And we have centimeters on this one. That's all you have to do, Jessica. It's just simply plug in numbers into a calculator. Very easy stuff. Let's move on to the last page. Alright, we're on the last page now. This is the trickiest page because they give you the radius, but they want you to find the circumference. So this is a little backwards. So, in order to get the diameter, okay, we're going to have to double the radius. Okay, this right here, what I'm drawing an arrow to, that's the radius. The bit that goes all the way across, of course, that is diameter. So the radius is exactly half the diameter. So in order to get the diameter from the radius, all we have to do is double it, because then it will be twice as long, so it fits all the way across. So in order to figure out the diameter from a radius, you just need to multiply it by 2, or add it twice. So diameter, sorry, let's erase that part there. Alright, let's do radius times 2 equals diameter. Okay, so let's walk through this. Again, we're still figuring out circumference, so circumference is pi times d. In this case, we don't know what d is. In order to figure it out, we have to multiply our radius by 2 to get d, the diameter. So 31, we have 8.5 times 2. That will give me my diameter. So my diameter is 17. So I'm going to do 3.14 times 17. So 3.14 times 17 will give me 53.3. And centimeters is my label. Alright, for number 32, let's figure out the diameter first. Maybe that'll make it a bit clearer. So our radius is 11. We know we have to multiply that by 2. So 11 times 2, that's our radius. We multiply by 2 for the next part, and this will give us our diameter. So we get 22. So our diameter is 22. Let's plug it in our formula. Pi times d. Pi is 3.14 times diameter, which is 22. So we have 3.14 times 22, and that equals 69 centimeters. Alright, let's do one more. Down here, number 33, our radius is 2.7, so we have to do 2.7 times 2 in order to get our diameter. So that would be 5.4. So our diameter is 5.4, because I need to go all the way across. So this whole thing right here is 5.4. So circumference equals pi times d. Circumference equals 3.14 times 5.4. Sorry, that's what my diameter is. So 5.4 is my diameter, 3.14 for pi. Alright, so we have 3.14 times 5.4. We get 16.9. And our label for that's meters. Alright, Jessica, I hope that helped. All you gotta do is follow the steps, plug in different numbers each time. So all I'm doing is taking the diameter, plugging it in for over here. Taking the diameter here, plugging it in right here, and then you're just simply multiplying. It's very, very simple. Be sure to complete all 40 problems for tomorrow in order to get credit, otherwise you know where you will be during lunchtime. Alright, I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night, Jessica.